Now let us solve this problem. Find all super keys and candidate keys of the relation are of, here the attributes of the relation are A, B, C, D, E, H, and 4 functional dependencies are given. So first we have to find the super key with all attributes. So here the attributes are A, B, C, D, E, H. So with all attributes, the first one is the super key. So let us find the closure. So here A determines itself, B determines itself reflexive property. So it will gives all attributes A, B, C, D, E, H. We know what is a super key. Super key will determines all the attributes. So here the first super key is, so it is determining all the attributes. So this is the super key. So the first super key is A, B, C, D, E, H. Now let us try to remove some attributes from the super key. A determines B. So if we have A, then directly we can get the value of the B. So now there is no need of B here. Why? Because if we have A, then directly we will get B value. So remove B. So the next super key is A, C, D, E, H. Let us find the closure. So it will give all these attributes A, C, D, E, H. And here we have A determines B. So here we have all the attributes of the relation. So it is also super key. Why? Because super key means the key will determines all the attributes. A, C, D, E, H. Here we have all the attributes. Next, let us try to remove some attributes from this super key. A determines B, but here we don't have B. Next, BC determines D, but here we don't have B. Next, E determines C. E determines C. So if we have E, then directly we can get C value. So there is no need of C now. There is no need of C. Why? Because E will give C. So the next super key is A, D, E, H. Let us find the closure. So here we have A, D, H attributes. They determines themselves. Next, A determines B. Here we have A. A determines B. Next, here we have E. E determines C. So here we have all the attributes. So we can say that A, D, E, H is the super key. Now let us try to remove some attributes from this super key. Yeah, let's check here. Here we have D determines A. So if we have D, then directly we can get A value. So there is no need of this A here. If we have D, then we can get A value. We can determine A value. So the next one is DH. So let's check whether this is super key or not. So DH. So they determine themselves DH. Next here we have D. D determines A. Next A determines B. Here we have E. E determines C. Here we have all the attributes. So we can say that DH is the super key. Now let's try to check whether we can remove some attributes from this super key or not. Here we have D. D determines A, but there is no A here. Here we have A. E. E determines C, but there is no C here. With H, there is no functional dependency. So this DH can't be divided further, can't be reduced further. So now let's try to check whether DH is the candidate key or not. Here out of all these keys, which is the candidate key? We know what is candidate key. Candidate key means minimal super key. If you see here, the first super key is containing 6 attributes. Second super key, 5 attributes. Third super key, 4 attributes. Fourth super key, 3 attributes. So out of all these 3 keys, DH is the candidate key. Why? Because this key is having minimum attributes. But we can't say 100% that DH is the candidate key. Why? Because from DH, we can have so many subsets. So we need to check whether those subsets closure is producing all the attributes or not. So what are the subsets of DH? With 2 attributes we have DE. So let us find DE closure. With 2 attributes we have DH. With 2 attributes we have EH. So if any one of the key is producing all the attributes, then we can say that this 2 attribute key is the candidate key rather than this one. Why? Because in DH we have 3 attributes, but here we have only 2 attributes. Next, with 1 attribute, what are the subsets of DH? D. So we need to find D closure. Next, EH. But if we calculate the closure, then it won't give all the attributes such as A, B, C, D, H. Okay. So you know how to calculate the closure. So let's check once. So we can say that all these keys are not super keys. Why? Because the closure of these doesn't produces all the attributes. So we can say that DH is the candidate key. Why? Because out of these 4 keys, in DH we have minimum number of attributes. So what is the first candidate key? Candidate key. What is the first candidate key? DH. So now the first candidate key is DH. Now we have to determine remaining candidate keys. So for that we have to find prime attributes. Let us find the prime attributes. So what are prime attributes? The attributes which are the part of the candidate key. Prime attributes. In order to find the remaining candidate keys, we need to find the prime attributes. So here DH is the candidate key. So here the attributes which are part of the candidate key are DH. So now we have to check whether these attributes are available at right hand side of the functional dependency or not. Here what is the first candidate key? DH. First let's check whether D is available at right hand side of the functional dependency or not. Here we don't have D. Here we have D. So we can replace this D by this left hand side, that is BC. Why? Because here BC determines D. D is depending on BC. So we can replace this D by BC. Suppose if DH are not available at the right hand side of the functional dependency, then we can say that this relation has only one candidate key, that is DH. We can stop the process now. But here D is available at right hand side of the functional dependency. So BC. Next, remaining attributes EH. So we can say that now BCEH is the super key. Why? Because if we calculate BCEH closure, then it will contain all the attributes. So BCH will determine themselves. So BCEH. Next, here we have BC. BC determines D. Here we have E. E determines C, but already we have C. Here we have D. D determines A. So A, B, C, D, E, H. Here we have all the attributes. So we can say that BCEH is the super key. Now we have to check whether this BCEH is candidate key or not. So we can't say 100% that BCEH is the candidate key. Why? Because BCEH has so many subsets. So we need to check whether those subsets are producing all the attributes or not. Okay. So for that we have so many subsets here. BCE, CEH, BEH. So with 3 attributes, we have so many subsets. With 2 attributes, we have so many subsets. With 1 attribute also, we have 4 more subsets. So now first try to check whether from BCEH we can reduce, we can remove any other attributes or not. So here we have BCEH. So it is the candidate key. So let's try to check whether we can remove any attributes or not. If none of them are not removed, then we need to calculate the subsets and we need to check whether all are producing all attributes or not. Suppose if BCE is producing all attributes, then instead of BCEH, it will becomes the BCE will becomes the candidate key. Why? Because candidate key means minimal super key. So let's check whether BCE is whether we can reduce BCEH or not. Yeah, A reduce it to B. A determines B, but here there is no A. Next BC. BC determines D, but here there is no D. Next E determines C. E determines C. Yeah, E determines C. So that means if we have E, then we can get C value. So there is no need of the C here. Why? Because if we have E, then directly we can get C value also. So BH. So this BH will become the super key. Let's try to check whether BH is super key or not. Let us find the closure. So BH determines themselves. Next B. Yeah. Here we have E. Here we have E. E determines C. So let us write C here. Here we have BC. BC determines D. Next, here we have D. D determines A. Yeah, we have all the keys. So we can say that BH is the super key. Now we can say that BH is the super key. Why? Because it is determining all the attributes. But we can't say BH is the candidate key. Why? Because we need to check whether we can reduce BH or not. So here we have B. Yeah, here we don't have B. Next E determines C, but there is no C here. H with functional dependency H, there is no functional dependency. So this can't be reduced further. So we have to determine the subsets. So if it can't be reduced further, then we have to determine the subsets. So with 2 attributes we have subsets such as BE, EH, BH. Next, with 1 attribute we have B, E, H. But if we calculate the closure, then all these keys doesn't determine all the attributes. So we can say that all these keys are not super keys. So we can say that this BH is the candidate key. So after DH, what is the next candidate key? BH is the next candidate key. BH is the next candidate key. So now we have to add the attributes. So here we have DH. Next, what are the prime attributes? BH. B. Here we have EH, but already there is EH here. Now let us find other candidate keys. So let's check whether EH are available at the right hand side of the functional dependency or not. EH. So there is no EH at the right hand side. Now let's check whether B is available at right hand side of the functional dependency or not. Here we have B. So we can replace this B by A. So replace this B by A. So AEH. AEH. So now it will become the super key. So let's check. Let's calculate AEH closure. So it will determine itself AEH. Next, A determines B. Next, here we have E. E determines C. Here we have BC. BC determines D. Here we have all the attributes. So we can say that AEH is the super key. But we can't say AEH is the candidate key. So in order to determine this one as the candidate key, so what we have to do? So we have to check whether we can reduce any attributes from AEH or not. Here A determines B, but here there is no B. BC determines D, but there is no BC here. E determines C, but there is no C here. D determines A, but there is no D here. So this AEH can't be divided further. So simply we have to determine the proper subsets. Whereas if we take the previous one, that is BCEH, we can reduce BCEH to BEH. So that's why we have calculated BEH closure. It is containing all the attributes. So it is having 4 keys, 4 attributes, whereas this is having 3 attributes. So that's why we are saying that this is the candidate key than this one. But here, unfortunately, this AEH can't be divided, can't be reduced further. So in this situation, we have to determine all the subsets. So what are the subsets here? With 2 attributes, we have AE. So determine AE closure. With 2 attributes, EH, determine EH closure. Next, determine AH closure. Next, with 1 attribute, EH. Suppose if one attribute key is determining all the attributes, then we can say that this one attribute key is candidate key rather than this one. But if you find the closure, then all these attributes all these keys doesn't determines all the attributes. So we can say that all these keys are not candidate keys. All these keys are not super keys. Why? Because what is a super key? The key will determine all the attributes. But all these keys doesn't determines all the attributes. So let's check once. So we can say that this AEH is the candidate key. Why? Because here this is the minimal super key. So here for this relation, the super keys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the super keys. And the candidate keys are, what are the candidate keys? First one is DH, second one is BH, third one is AEH. These are the candidate keys. Whereas the prime attributes are D, E, H, B. If you want, we can write EH also. So in this way, we can find the super keys and the candidate keys of any relation.